Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. My name is Sabra Gul, teacher of Cards Public Higher Secondary School 1. I hope you all are fine. Dear students, as we all know that our school has initiated audio visual classes to cover the syllabus and to maintain the flow of study. I officially welcome you all in the new session of Class 2 2020-21. Syllabus of first term. In the syllabus of first term 2020, we include 4 chapters. In the first chapter, we combine 2 chapters together. Chapter 1, 2-digit numbers, and Chapter 2, 3-digit numbers. Because both chapters are very much resemble to each other. The next chapter, chapter number 3, is addition, and the last 4th chapter of this term is subtraction. Before we start our first chapter, let us we all know about digits and numbers. Sometimes students get confused between digits and numbers. Do you know what are digits? Digits are the basic 10 number symbols that make up every number. Like as you see on the right side, there are some numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Actually, these all are digits. They are all single digit numbers that we use in our daily lives. Now, we are moving to numbers. Numbers are the string of one or more digits. A digit can be a number. Remember students, a digit can be a number. For example, the number 7 can only be a number if it is not grouped together. They form a large number. As you can see, 3 is the single number and 5 is also a single number. When we put them together, they make up a group, and so 35. Similarly, 2, 8 and 4 together make up the number 284. Now we will understand what base 10 system is. Do you know our whole math concept is based on the base 10 system? What is base 10 system? Base 10 is a counting system that uses 10 digits to make bigger number. The 10 digits are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Hope you all know about digits, numbers and the base 10 system. Now, finally, we are moving to our first and second chapter 2 and 3 digit numbers, which is based on tens and units and hundreds, tens and units. In these chapters, we will learn about the place value, inverts, expanded form, predecessor, successor, greater, lesser, and ascending, descending. As you already learned the basics of all these topics in your previous class, you will understand more about these in your new class in an advanced way. Now we start with the first topic, place value. Initially, we are going to understand what tens and units are. As you can see in this picture, we will discuss about Mr. Tens and Miss Ones, or we can say Miss Units. Do you know who they are? Did you meet them in your class 1? Yes, you already met them. So, can anybody tell me what exactly the place value means? See, in math, every digit in a number has a place value. Like when you recall your previous slide about digits and numbers, you will get to know that the digits 0 to 9 has some value. But before going into detail, first we will get to know about why do we need place value. You need place value to understand the order of numbers. It also helps you to understand the meaning of numbers. Like, if people just use number randomly, no one would know which numbers people meant. First we learn what exactly unit means. Here you can see an example. There are 9 balls. Can you count it? Every digit is known by balls. Come on, let's count. Can you see a number 0? Is there any ball? No, because 0 has no value when it is alone. Let's move to number 6. Can you count the balls given? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, the sixth number has 6 balls. Similarly, 9 number has 9 balls. Do you know why I am counting all these? I am counting all these numbers to tell you the position of numbers. Means the number 0 to 9 comes in a unit position because they are single digit number. Can you notice one thing? The last line, see, the balls are given, but there is no number written here. Can you count how many balls are there? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, this is what we are going to talk about. See, when we have more than 9 items, we start another column, and that is the tens column. And we write down how many tens we have. See this picture? It has 10 balls, and so we write number 10. Did you know which is the first and smallest number that comes in the tens column? Yes, it's number 10. So, this is how we write 20. The picture says, if we have two-digit numbers, it should be placed in both tens and unit column. As in case of 20, we placed 2 in the tens column and 0 in the unit column. To know more about tens and units, let's see some and other examples. The first example is 24. Come on students, see the picture. How the number 24 is placed? We have 4 bricks for number 4 and 2 bars of tens for number 2. It should be noted that tens should always be known by its bars. Can you see bars of 2? Yes. So the number on the left side, that is 2, should be written in tens column. And the number on the right side, that is 4, should be written in the unit column. Same as with 18. 1 should be written in tens and 8 should be written in unit column. Now it's a review time. So students, let's take a review of today's lesson. We have discussed about the concepts of digit and numbers. We have also discussed what base 10 system is. We learned about the place value, needs of place value, and the most important concept of tens and units. I hope you all learned basics about all these. Please take a review again and again and practice as many as possible. Looking forward to see you all in our lecture. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.